Okay, this is an important video about this mental illness that people speak of. But first, what I want to say is this. If you have not seen that video, this is very important. My deal with all Gabe Dog fans, please watch that video. Because it's very important. I want to see just how much people really were upset that I made those videos. And if you're upset that I made those videos, you know, those negative videos regarding Gabe Dog, please watch the video. Now, like I said, the mental illness that I was talking about. I understand that a lot of times when I'm trying to make a point against certain things, certain dogmas and stuff, I seem to be very angry. And I realize that a lot of people might completely not understand, you know, where I'm coming from. But listen, you know, I'm not the best speaker. I'm not the best at speaking my, you know, my mind. You know, I'm not always the best at really, you know, trying to say what's on my mind. But I do understand that I might have scoffed or scolded, rather, Andrew White. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry. But listen, you have to understand that ever since the day I was born, and I still got to deal with it now, dogma on both sides, not only on the religious side of things, but also on the atheistic side of things. My whole life, I knew there had to be more. I knew there had to be more to this world than what people teach. I knew that there just had to be, you know, and it just every day of my life, I would see these dogmatic people trying to push their beliefs on people, you know, and just nagging and nagging and nagging. And you got to understand that this makes me very, very angry. Okay, I'm sorry if I scolded you. I'm sorry if I maybe made an ass out of myself, but listen. If you understand the teachings of Jesus from an ancient Hebraic perspective, please understand this. He was not teaching what these modern day evangelical people are teaching. And please understand that there is no universe in which that can make sense. I know that this means a lot to people. I know that it means a lot to people to believe that God murdered himself to forgive us. But please understand that in the broader picture, in the more esoteric viewpoint, in the broader perspective of what he was trying to say, understand that this can never work. Okay, that's not the Almighty. Regardless of that, I think I also might have made a bit of an ass out of myself when I said that, you know, I was kind of trying to tell atheists that their views on Christianity didn't matter. Okay, because, you know, God is all things, and you do need to understand that this is not a mental illness. God is not, it's not this man in the sky. I know a lot of people really want that to be so. But I'm telling you, the word bara in Hebrew, it's not only the word translated for created when it says that the power created the heavens and the earth. It's also the word used for people fattening themselves on offerings given to them by God. And a much more realistic understanding of the word bara is that it means to I guess it's hard to explain. When you eat something, it becomes you. And when God manifested the heavens and the earth, he basically took sort of like a part of himself, right? And sort of fed it to the universe. All things are sort of have an essence to them. And you have to understand that at the end of the day, the eternal things, the things that you get done. I'm not saying that, nothing on this earth matters, but what I'm saying is that it's the divine things that matter most. And a lot of these people, they do not understand this. And so, when shit breaks loose, when hell breaks loose, when kids get ran over by trucks, there just is no logic in their head that can justify the idea of there being a God. I understand this. But you have to understand that from my viewpoint, okay, this is not a mental illness. From my viewpoint, God is all things. Okay? God is love in a cosmic sense, not in a material sense, not in a human sense. That doesn't mean that God doesn't care, but what it means is that the higher sense is more important than the lower sense. So terrible things are able to happen when we ignore what matters, when we do not focus on the spark within, the divinity within. We do not concentrate on God day by day. This is what happens, right? Now the Jesus I know said that the kingdom of heaven was within. And another thing that I really think that you need to look at in order to sort of understand my viewpoint a little bit is you need to watch a video or two from a channel called Enlighten University. Now he is a little bit more evangelical than I am about these things. But the thing is, I respect his viewpoint because his viewpoint makes so much sense and it is so close to what I believe that I respect him. I'm not angry at him like I am most Christians. And there is a lot of people that the idea that they're a sinner and that they're never going to enter into the kingdom of heaven, it actually puts a lot of people into suicide. A lot of people, they feel like their life is never going to be any good, but because they have this dogmatic understanding of things. Okay? And I'm not the best at communicating this, But listen, for what it's worth, I'm sorry. And for what it's also worth, this is going to be a little bit more dogmatic. Yes, get up off of your ass and watch that video I made. My covenant with all Gabe Dog fans, my deal I made with all Gabe Dog fans. Because if that video receives a certain amount of attention, you'll have to watch the video to know what I really mean by that. I will delete every single video, but you have to prove to me that this is what you really want. So, I hope this cleared things up.